Hello! Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm going to say what I always say, and I think I say this in every video, but today I'm going to do a different kind of video. But I've never done this format of video at all. I was humming and hawing whether I wanted to actually film this video because it doesn't seem as relevant anymore, and it is a film review on the new Disney film. Well, it's not the new Disney film, but the new original Disney film, Moana. When Moana first came out, I never went to see it in cinema, so I didn't actually see this till the first time, till a couple of days ago. I got it on DVD about a week ago, and I just got around to watching it Saturday night? Sunday night? Doesn't matter. And I'm filming this on Tuesday. So I just wanted to come on to you guys and talk to you about what I think about the film Moana, because there might be other people that had the same views as me before they watched the film, and I just want to make them aware that that's not what the film's about. First of all, what I'm going to tell you is what I thought Moana was. I didn't look into the plot of Moana or anything like that. I heard some of the music because I often listen to the Disney music playlist. So I could kind of guess what the storyline was about based on the music. I thought it was about a girl, or just in general, all of these people who lived in an island, which is true. And everyone in the island is happy and peaceful and happy living their life, and they don't want to go off the island, which is true, except this one girl who badly wants to go off the island, which is true. Then something bad happens on the island, and everybody on the island votes for her to go off the island and find help because everybody else is too scared to go off the island, but she's more than happy to. It's kind of half true and half not true. Yes, something bad on the island did force her to go off the island, but nobody asked her to. She did it off her own back. In fact, her dad was completely against it. And she wasn't going off to find help, she was going off to find Maui. And then I thought it was going to be, she went off to find help, find the demigod, Maui, brings Maui back to the island, they fix the island, boom. End of story. And that's kind of what I thought it was, and it's not that at all. Basically, she goes out, she finds Maui, Maui gets his hook back, then they go and take on the lava monster. I think it's the island of Tika. Don't quote me on that, I cannot remember. So it's completely different from what I anticipated it as, and to give it a rating, I'd honestly give it a 4 out of 5 star. I was honestly really pleasantly surprised by the film. I didn't think it was going to be as good as I thought it was. The last original Disney movie that came out that I seen was The Good Dinosaur, and I had high expectations for that movie because it was a Disney movie and it was dinosaurs. And fun fact about me, I love dinosaurs. Like, I own all the Jurassic Park movies. I love dinosaurs. So when I watched that film, I was kind of let down because I don't want to be negative. I hate being negative about Disney films because I'm so biased, but it's a little bit poopy. Everyone around me was saying, oh, it's so sad, it's so sad, it's such a heartwarming film. And I made the decision, and I'll never make this decision again, to buy the film without actually watching it first. So I just went into Disney Store and bought it. And looking back on it, I kind of regret it. I mean, it's nice to have it in my collection, but if I had seen the movie before buying it, I wouldn't have bought it in DVD, because I would give The Good Dinosaur 2 out of 5. I mean, it's a nice film. It's probably, yeah, heartwarming, but the bit where everyone says, oh, it's really sad, I cried, I didn't even well up. And I'm a big baby, I cry at everything, and I didn't well up. But this film was everything and more. I love the music in it. Moana, the main character, I think she's got a great voice, and her main solo song, I'm not going to sing it because I will break your laptop, but I think she's got an incredible voice, and that song's incredible. And Maui's song, You're Welcome, That song has been stuck in my head since I listened to it. Like, honestly, I was doing my makeup this morning and it was stuck in my head. Anytime somebody's like, oh thanks, I'm like, you're welcome, singing it in the song. That probably wasn't the tune at all. I love Moawi's character. I'm not gonna lie, I think he's really, really ugly. But I love his personality. I think he is amazing. How he's so sarcastic and funny. I love that kind of character. Honestly, I have such a soft spot for Moawi. He's brilliant. And I love some of the things that I found quite strange about Moana, but at the same time good but strange. The only word I can describe to them is different. I thought it was really interesting how throughout the song you're first introduced to Moawi and you can see the tattoos on his body move and he talks to his tattoos. I kind of thought that was strange, but not like, oh my goodness, I don't like this strange. It was more like, this is strange, it's different for Disney, but I don't really know how to feel about it. I don't not like it, but I don't like it. I don't know how to feel about it. Honestly, the only word I can describe to it is it's different, and I think because it's different I like it. It's the same when Moana and Moawi go into the realm of monsters. The monster there, I cannot remember his name, he's the big crab. You know how all the villains in Disney movies have big songs, and this particular villain's song was very different. It had a very different, personally I think it had a very different tone to it as opposed to, say, Ursula's song or Jafar's song, or does Jafar have a song? Oh, he does have a song. I meant to say Scar, but Jafar came out instead. It has a very different tone to it. It's quite snazzy and quite, like, cool. I mean, I know all the villain songs are cool, but it's more like jazzy, whereas the other villain songs are more like theatre. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. His is more jazz-like and more modern, whereas other villains are more theatre and proper. So I don't know how I felt about that whole song as a whole. I was kind of listening to it and I was kind of like, I don't know if I like this, but I don't know if I don't like it. Again, I had that whole viewpoint with it. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like, oh wow, that's amazing, like I was with You're Welcome. It was more like, this is different, this is different. So I think Disney is, with their modern movies, they're taking more of a different tone to certain things. I'm not going to go into it in this whole video, but throughout the years, from old Disney movies to new ones, I have noticed the main characters are changing. If you want me to do a video on that, more about how I've noticed the main characters, their personalities changing, or want me to do a video on why I think Pocahontas is not a Disney princess and why I think Moana is not a Disney princess, because there's a connection, there's a big connection between Pocahontas not being a Disney princess and Moana not being a Disney princess, but I'm not going to go into it in this video because I will just rant on and ramble about it forever. But if you want me to do more like geeky in-depth videos like that, I can. I don't know who would be interested in that, but I certainly would be interested in it, and I would really want people to know. I want to get my opinions, not my opinions, I want to let more and more people know that Pocahontas is not an official Disney princess. Moana as a character, focusing back on Moana now, so I love Moawi. Moana as a character, I haven't ascertained whether or not I like her or not. When I first watched Tangled, I loved Rapunzel and she was like my third favourite Disney princess, but now she's one of my least favourite Disney princesses. Again, I'm not going to go into detail with that. If you want me to do a video on how I think Disney princesses or just Disney characters in general, their personalities are changing, then I'll go into detail then, but not in this video. So I don't know whether I like Moana or not yet. She's not overly annoying, but she doesn't stand out to me. Now don't get me wrong, I think she's an amazing character. I mean, sorry if you haven't seen the film, spoiler alert, but at the very, very end, when they're fighting off against the big lava monster, and this lava monster is slowly crawling towards her. I mean, this lava monster must be at least 50 foot high, and she's just standing there as steady as a rock. And I was literally watching the film, and I was getting scared for her. I was like, girl, run, do something. I was literally so scared for her, I felt like running out of my bed away from her. I'm not kidding, I'm 22 and I found that lava monster terrifying, especially that scene. But she stood her ground. That girl has got some guts. And not a lot of Disney characters do, in my opinion. I mean, it's very rare. Mulan is one of these other Disney princesses I'm just in awe inspired about how much guts she has. So yes, Moana might annoy me slightly, but in terms of how brave she is and how noble she is phenomenal. So that's just my opinions on Moana. Other people might have opinions on Moana, but if you haven't seen the film, I'd highly recommend it. Honestly, do not judge a book by its cover, because if you look at the DVD box, it doesn't really say much on it. Like I said at the start, I literally thought the film was just about there was a problem in an island, this girl goes off her island, finds a guy who happens to be a demigod, and then he fixes the problem, and then boom, end of film. And I thought that sounds really boring. It's not like that at all. There's monsters, you go into monster realms, there's lava monsters. It's great, there's a lot of adventure in it, and I love it. The exact same experience with Zootropolis. When Zootropolis came out in cinema, my boyfriend was really urging me to go and see it. He'd never seen it before, but he wanted to see it. And he's like, oh, it's going to be good, it's going to be good. And I was like, no. It doesn't sound like a movie I would like, because I'm not a huge fan of anthropomorphic animals, that's hard to say, which basically means animals trying to be humans. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of deal. I never have been, I don't think I ever will, so I was kind of like, no, I think I'll give it a miss. So I never seen Zootropolis in cinemas either, and then I took on the attitude, I was like, right, okay, well I can't say I don't like Zootropolis if I've never watched it, so I ended up, after it came out on DVD, not buying it, just watching it online. And literally I sat and watched it for all of 20 minutes, and I was like, I love this film so much. I hadn't even finished watching the film, and I was like, I have to go out and buy this film. And that's kind of how I felt with Moana. Not as strongly, but when I was watching it, I just kept thinking to myself, I'm so happy I own this film. I am so happy this film turned out to be more than I expected. This is a great film. So please, if you haven't seen Moana, go and see it. It is such a good film. She even nearly swears, and for a Disney movie, that is unheard of. See more movie reviews. To be honest with you, if I do movie reviews, they will be 99.9% likely to be Disney. I was thinking about doing a Beauty and the Beast one, but Beauty and the Beast came out so long ago, and there's so many YouTubers online that have done Beauty and the Beast reviews on here, and I just thought it's a bit cliche, everyone's doing it, I don't want to be a copycat. But if you want to see more reviews or my honest opinions of films, or you want me to go a bit more geeky about talking about Disney princesses and why I think, or why I know, and I'm very adamant about this one, why I know Pocahontas is not a Disney princess, then I'd be more than happy to do these more geeky, in-depth, kind of like Super, if you've ever seen the YouTubers Super Carlin Brothers, kind of like that, except I won't be talking about theories, I'll just be talking about my opinions on what I think, and then what I know. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Every subscriber I get makes me a happy chappy, and I hope you're having an awesome day. The sun is shining, so I'll leave you with that in my happy face. Bye guys!